Welcome back. If you've just joined us, you're watching the news at 10 on Channels Television, coming to you live from Lagos. A reminder of our top stories. Economic and Financial Crimes Commission intercepts $2.8 million from suspected launderers at the Enugu airport. Gives account of large fund recoveries in the South-South zone. Police arrest alleged Boko Haram leader identified as Umar 3 weeks after escaping from the nation's capital, Abuja. Families displaced from communities in Plateau State as a result of attacks by armed herdsmen returned to their ancestral homes from internally displaced camp in Jos, the state capital. And US President Donald Trump vows a very long government shutdown if Democrats fail to fund his border wall policy. ChannelsTV.com has more information for you, and on youtube.com/channelsweb you can watch our videos. You can also watch us on your mobile device via your browser or download the Channels TV app for Android and iOS devices from their respective stores. Besides giving you access to news updates on the go, the Channels TV and Channels 24 app has an Eyewitness feature that you can use to share pictures, videos or news of happenings around you. Just install the app, tap and swipe to reveal the menu, and then follow the instructions. And let's take a look at some of the pictures that you sent in to us, starting off with this photo of Ogwashuku Dam in Delta State. Our Eyewitness reporter says the project was abandoned since 2015, and he's calling on the federal government to complete it. And we have this picture from an avenue in Bariga here in Lagos State. Our Eyewitness reporter says their transformer was taken away a few months ago and has not been replaced since then. He's appealing to the state government and the DISCO to do something about it. Finally is this image showing a driver going from Ijebu-Ode to Abeokuta. The Eyewitness reporter, who was also his passenger, says he kept speeding and driving recklessly, even after being given stern warnings by passengers. He's asking the relevant authorities to curb such acts. Thanks a lot for all your pictures, and keep them coming. The 2019 budget recently presented by the President to the National Assembly has become a subject of debate even in political circles. The Senate President and Director General of the People's Democratic Party Presidential Campaign Council, Senator Bukola Saraki, has described it as having no hope for Nigerians. The Senate President also took a swipe at the All Progressives Congress on the just concluded vice presidential debate and the forthcoming presidential debate.
We all read the 2019 budget. That's a budget that has no hope for anybody. Because if you look at the statistics and the figures, there is no money. If you look at the figures based on revenues that are coming in and based on just overheads and service of debt, there's nothing left. So where is the future? There must be an alternative. I'm not sure whether the other party, you can even have an opportunity like this to ask them any question. I'm told that one has debated, but we all know the answer of that debate. The second one, I am very sure is not going to debate. So how do you assess somebody who's not ready to tell you what he wants to do?
Meanwhile, the Minister of Information and Culture says the federal government will not exchange words with the legislature over the budget presentation, especially regarding the comments by the Senate President. Alhaji Lai Mohammed, who spoke to journalists at the State House, also reacted to the December the 31st deadline given by the labor unions regarding the proposed minimum wage. He's confident that the Nigerian Labour Congress will not take any action that will not be in the interest of the country.
Well, you see, the Nigerian Labour Congress is a very patriotic union, and I am very confident that they will not do anything that will embarrass the government or do anything that is going to, worsen the situation. Engagement, continued engagement, I think, is the key. We'll continue to engage them, and I think they also fully understand what the challenges are. And both parties are determined to ensure that a common ground is arrived at, which will be comfortable for all. Yeah, it's not the practice of the executive to start, exchanging words with the legislative arm of government. They are independent or independent, but to the best of our knowledge, we presented a budget that we, given the circumstances of our resources this year, we think that's the best we can. It is left for the National Assembly to consider it.
Let's cross over to Abuja now. Here's Linda Akigbe. Linda?
Hello, Ijoma. Now we begin with politics. The governorship candidate of the All Progressives Congress in Imo State, Senator Hope Uzodimma, has promised to run an all-inclusive government if elected as governor in the 2019 general elections. Senator Uzodimma gave this assurance in Owerri, the state capital, during the official flag-off of his governorship campaign. The national chairman of the APC, Comrade Adams Oshomole, who led some of the party's leaders to the event, also assured supporters that the state under Uzodimma's leadership will get a new lease of life.
Hundreds of APC leaders, supporters and indigenes of Imo State gather at the Help Uzodimma campaign office along Okigwe Road in Owerri, the state capital. They've come to witness the official campaign flag-off of the All Progressives Congress governorship candidate in the state, Senator Hope Uzodimma. With the arrival of the APC National Chairman Adams Oshomole and members of the National Working Committee, the business of the day gets underway. Senator Uzodimma's appearance on stage is welcomed with a loud cheer by his supporters. He also has some promises and some requests.
I want to make only two statements because there is no time. One is to assure the party on behalf of you, the people of Imo State, that at the end of the day they will be vindicated, that we are not going to disappoint them, that we will have victory 5/5. Victory 5/5. And to you, I promise, and indeed I promise, in the name of Almighty God, it shall never be the same again.
The APC national chairman assures the crowd that electing Senator Uzodimma as governor will usher in a new era of hope for the people.
I bring you a message of hope that from now on, we will govern in a way that we leave no man in doubt that democracy is about government of the people, by the people, and for the people.
Some party stalwarts, including the deputy governorship candidate, insist the APC remains the party to beat in the 2019 elections.
The party is united. Every person who is a true APC man is in Camp Hope. And so we are working together and we are going to achieve success together.
With barely 2 months to the 2019 general elections and over 60 political parties vying for supremacy, the recent political drama in Imo State appears to be just a tip of the iceberg, and it looks to get even more interesting.
Meanwhile, the national chairman of the People's Democratic Party, PDP, has handed over the flag of the party to Governor Darius Ishaku of Taraba State ahead of the 2019 general election. Chief Uche Secondus re-echoed that Governor Ishaku deserves another term in office. The governor promised to deliver the state to the People's Democratic Party in the 2019 polls.
Again, because of his performances.
The Taraba State Governor, Darius Ishaku, is at the PDP National Secretariat to be presented with his own party flag as the sole candidate of the PDP contesting in the state. The party's chairman, Uche Secondus, believes that PDP remains a party to beat in the state and the country, describing the governor as a shining example to others.
I believe that our governor, who had been there for 3 and running to 4 years now in Taraba, has done very, very well. What we are asking for is one man, one vote. We don't want intimidation. We don't want harassment by security agencies, because we are sure that our governor has delivered on his promises.
By Back home, the governor was received by a crowd of supporters at the Dambaba Santai Airport, which moved to the Jolly Nyame Stadium, where he appreciated party members for the confidence reposed in him.
He's a master planner because when he arrived at the helm of affairs of Taraba State,
for the man of the moment, Darius Ishaku, it is an assurance, according to him, that PDP will win convincingly in Taraba State, even as he charged people to wake up and work for the victory of the party in 2019.
And I want to assure you that PDP will win convincingly in Taraba State.
Thank you, DDI.
PDP has shown her handwriting in Taraba State. We are rated one of the best states so far in the country. We have received several awards.
The governor, alongside the state's PDP chairman, Victor Bala, received defectors from APC and UDP, who stated that they are leaving due to insincerity and lack of focus of their former parties.
As political activities continue to gain momentum in Oyo State, the People's Democratic Party has received some defectors from various political parties across the 33 local government areas in the state. Receiving the defectors in Ibadan, the state capital, the representative of the PDP governorship candidate in the state, Seyi Makinde, urged them to work for the success of the party at the polls.
The people seated here refer to themselves as the Yoruba Rescue Mission and claim they have over 10,000 members spread across the 33 local governments in Oyo State. They are drawn from different political parties but have decided to pitch their tent with the major opposition party, the People's Democratic Party.
When we have actually looked at all the candidates, we decided that we have to settle down to him because of certain qualities. Because we're going to work together. You understand? These are the things that is what we bring in that we actually make him to work together and make him to actually perform. You understand? Because there are certain qualities in him, there are certain qualities in us, which will be, he can form a kind of synergy and make our State to move forward.
Unfortunately, they couldn't rescue Nigeria, and Oyo State, they couldn't rescue Oyo State. People are suffering. No food, no job, nothing whatsoever.
Receiving the defectors, Adejumo Samuel, who represented the PDP governorship candidate in Oyo State, Seyi Makinde, tells the crowd that what matters most is that their votes must count.
Let all of us come together and vote for somebody that is very generous. This government, APC in your state, lacks human face. Everybody were not happy because you cannot afford 3 meals per day. This time around, by God's grace, is going to record success to become the next governor of Oyo State.
With the Yoruba Rescue Mission group swelling their ranks, the People's Democratic Party would be hoping that it would equally translate to votes at the polls come March the 2nd, 2019.
When the News at 10 returns, Corporate Affairs Commission removes proficiency certificates from its list of requirements for business registration.